Alright, this is a question on the equations quiz, and they ask us to solve the equation for C. So C is here. So how are we going to isolate C? So the idea is we want to have C equals some expression, and these are all just constants. So um, they're variables, but we're just solving in terms of C equals something with A's and B's. That's what we want. Okay, so I have the equation here. Is that right? 1 over b, yeah. So what my strategy here is I want to isolate c. So I'm going to want to move 1 over a to the other side. And one idea I have is cross multiplication. So you know if a over, let's use different variables. Let's see, f over g equals j over k. We can do cross multiplication. So you can multiply these, and the resulting equality is you can multiply k and f and j and g. This is a very useful trick. And I'll show you why we can do this. So we'll get f k equals j g. And so you can always cross multiply, and that's not too tricky in an idea. That's basically saying, okay, let's multiply everything by k. Well, then k will cancel out here, and you'll get k, f over g, and then this will cancel out, so you'll just have j on this side. And then, hey, let's multiply this whole thing by g. Oops, sorry. And then, multiply this whole thing by g, and then the g cancels out here, and you get a g here, so you just get f on this side. So, we cross multiplied and we got kf equals gj. Okay, so we're going to try to do a similar thing here. So that's my idea right off the bat. So I'm going to first subtract 1 over a from both sides. So you get minus 1 over a on this side, right? Get rid of that plus symbol. So we just subtracted that onto this side. And now we want to find a common denominator here. And if we find a common denominator here, then we'll be able to cross multiply. So, well, I need to multiply this term by a over a and this term by b over b, right? And then what do we get? We'll get a over ab minus b over ab equals 1 over c, and these have a common denominator, so you can just make them the same, right? So now we have something that we can cross multiply here, and we're not going to get c right away, but we're getting close. So let's cross multiply and we can see what we get. We get c times a minus b equals ab. And then how do we isolate c? Well, this is just a term. We don't have to distribute or anything. We'll just divide this off because this is a multiplication problem. So we'll just divide both sides by a minus b. And what do we get? Well, this would cancel, and then you'll get a fraction, and then that's that. And so just by making a common denominator and then multiplying around, we isolated c. So the strategy here was to get c kind of by itself. We have 1 over c. We got that by itself. We found a common denominator, and then we cross-multiplied and divided. And, from here, we said we cross-multiplied, but yeah, so we cross-multiplied to find c, and we isolated it here. So this should be our answer. We can look here and see what our answer is, correct answer. So ab over a minus b, and that's the answer we got. And that's all.